Good wonderful morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is I, Boss, and in today's video we're going to do a little bit of mechanical work. We're going to be working on a little single place jet ski trailer, and we have a little bit of wiring to finish up and a doggone wheel bearing and some new tires to put on. So let's get right into it. Stay tuned. Okay guys and gals, should be able to see halfway decent. This is the same angle I used on yesterday's video with the tractor. So we're just going to sheave these wires. There's a little bit of a story as to why these wires are run this way. So Sunday afternoon I spent pretty much all day doing like a super good wiring job on this trailer. And couldn't get the lights to work. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's two wires on each side. So all of our trucks around here, you have to have these conversion, a 7-pin to a 4-pin, and this particular one is bad. So I could test the wire like in this region and I'd have power. Go to where the lights are and I wouldn't. And so I ripped out all the wiring I had spent all afternoon doing, and to no avail. Ran this cheap wire that kind of came with a little light kit, and it still wouldn't work. So I'm baffled. So anyway, I grabbed another one of these, my son Jake's, and plugged it into the Tahoe the other day, and all lights are working. So bad plug. Save yourself some heartache. Check your plug. All right, we're just gonna run a little sheath over this wire here for a little added protection, and that'll be that. Fine. See if we can find some better nippers in my extremely messy future shop, I guess. See what we have in here. There's my calipers. We'll be using those shortly. Let's try these little guys out. These are for cutting PVC, so we'll see how they work. We'll nip these off. I'm gonna shut the camera off, do the other side, and then we'll pick it up installing new wheel bearings, which I have to measure, because I have no idea what size these are. Yeah, this works perfect. And we'll go get some new ones. Probably not bring you along for that. But that's where I'll pick it up. We'll disassemble and measure. Be the next step. And we'll see y'all in a minute. Okay guys and gals, hopefully you can still see okay. I think I got everything moved over here. It was too hot in the sun. Decided to move over here in the shade. Ran my air line out. Got the proper size socket. This is the worst gun ever in the history of foreverness, but we'll see if it'll break them. Yeah, buddy. Like it. That, and when the compressor kicks on, we won't hear it so bad. So we'll take and count how many times I got to run back to my toolbox just to see. Alright, this one didn't feel bad. It was the other side. These we can keep for spares for this little trailer for her. And yeah, they were pretty rough. Let's see if we can push that cotter key down. I like using these dikes just because they grip on those cotter keys really, really well. And let's see if we can get onto this guy. There's going to be some cleanup involved with this. Vice grips also work, needle nose pliers. And there's our cotter key. I'm going to save that just because I don't know if we're going to get new ones. Yes, the dust cover was missing on this. Forgot to bring my calipers over. Oh man, I should have put on. I've got one rubber glove. I think I am going to put it on. I think I stuck it in my back pocket here. Somebody used all but this last one and never told me that that we were out or I was out. So I could buy another box. I use these a good bit on very, very dirty jobs. Of course, my hands solid sweat. So it may not even want to go on. But makes hand cleanup. It's toast. Makes hand cleanup nice. We're just gonna get greasy. We're gonna go for it. I'm thinking my local store that I sell firewood bundles and smoking wood to is actually going to have these bearings in stock. So you pull the cotter key, take off the castle nut. Castle nuts have those grooves. This is going to go in the parts cleaning tank. I'll show you that in a minute. And I think these come in kits. What I'm looking at here is called the Race, and really I'm just going to feel it. If there's any major imperfections in it, my finger will feel it. If you're really particular about it, you can use your fingernail. And this bearing is sealed. A lot of dirt in it, holy cow. So we're gonna have to knock that seal out. We'll do that on the workbench. And hopefully we can get a new seal. I may have to run into town to get those parts. But there we go, pretty simple to take apart. Wipe the grease on the grass. And I'm going to grab another jack stand and move around to the other side and we'll disassemble that one. Let me move this jack stand a little bit. Glad this thing's light. I've never worked on something I can grab and just pick up. It's very handy. Hopefully I have another jack stand. I have two under that. Since we've got about a ton of weight sitting on that trailer, figured two jack stands were better than one. Here's a little guy. Should be tall enough. I hope. I hope. If not, we'll put this on the other side, this small one. Oh yeah. There we go, I like it. Move our tools over there. So that was one trip back over to the shop, if we're counting. Probably be about 50 more. I like these little, my dad calls them a brake seat because you sit down and take a break on them. I have enough air hose. Ah, come on now. There we go. Okay, to test for a bad bearing, side to side and wiggle in and out. That's a sign of a bad bearing. Those little bearing kits I saw may come with a sealed bearing or a seal for the that one's quite humped up. Okay, this is called a bearing buddy. Yeah, getting a good amount of play out of it. So we're going to knock him off. I may need to go back and get a screwdriver for him. Sometimes you got to tap and part with a screwdriver, a regular screwdriver. I have a feeling this ain't going to be reused, so not too worried about it, but here's another trip. This will be number 2. Old Archie's just crowing away. Let's see what I even have here in my screwdriver bin. It's getting to be slim pickings. You might do something and whoa, major chicken violation over here. Oh, Archie's getting involved. He's running that way. He'll go sort it out. Probably one of the big hens told one of the banties where to go and how to get there. Not surprised me at all. Usually folks wave. He might not have seen me. So if you pound your driver in there, right in that seam, and can keep your guy from moving, that's where a foot may come in handy. My foot was just a little longer. I have enough trouble trying to buy shoes. I should not wish for a longer foot. Mine are 11, which isn't huge, but they're wide. They are wide, 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 wide. This is where the big screwdriver comes in handy. You can see somebody's been greasing that one a little bit. Yeah, that bearing buddy is right full. Alright, let's see if we can find the cotter key. Through all this grease, there he is. Yuck. Looks like they were using the cheapest grease known to man. There we go. Like grabbing them right there and just... There we go. Put that on the brake seat. Again, castle nut should screw off by hand, maybe, or not. Come on, catch the edge there. There, she winked. Oh, wow. I hope that ain't all buggered up. If it is, we'll put it back together and tell her to take it easy with it. Because I don't think replacing a spindle is going to be a great option for this little trailer, because it would involve an entire axle, and I'm just sticking the tip of these dikes into that castle nut. And just tapping. You haven't got to kill it usually. And it should hand thread off. Something's a little weird here. Might just have bad threads and we need to adjust the might just need to adjust this castle nut, tighten it up a little, take the play out. But we'll look at the bearings. Well, that thing's thought I drove some funky vehicles. Alright, let's see once. Yeah, she's free now. Holy grease bag. Looking for metal shavings too as we go. One, I don't want to stab my finger because they will be razor sharp. Set him right there. Get our paint nice and greasy. So I was able to get everything at my local store. I got my brake clean, some grease, a bearing kit, that even matching numbers. Love it. Not sure about these little bearing buddies. Now we're gonna measure the old one before we open the package. 1.97, 1.981. I would say that's the same one. So I lucked out there. Good guess. Now I'm only going to show you one side going back together. They're going to be identical. So first thing I'm going to do is move my drink. And I'm going to spray this all out with some brake clean. And probably get it in my eyes and, you know, beep out myself saying bad words. And I could have blown this out with air, I guess, but, you know, brake clean's fun. And I don't want anything left in the center if we can help it. Some of that we're going to have to wipe out. Okay, got our handy brag here. Yeah, we have some metal flake right there. Doesn't surprise me too much. That's why we clean it very, very well. The internal race looks like it's been eaten by a grizzly bear, but I think we're gonna quit. I think these will hold up for a good couple minutes. I don't think this trailer is gonna get a lot of miles on it, and I'll explain to her that we may get some new hubs next go around with it. Might not be horrible. Wipe that grease out of the center there. Mainly I want these races to be clean. Again, that's a beveled area you see that I'm wiping. Just give that a light little spritz. Take a clean corner of our rag and just give her one more good wipe. Yeah, if that was a car, I would not allow those out the door, but I think those are okay. Actually, they look like they could be pounded out and replaced. We'll see how it goes together. Okay. Done that part. Okay, next I'm going to take my little catch bucket over here. We're going to clean this shaft off really good, this axle shaft. And right there's a bearing that just came out of that hub. Interesting. Just clean that up really nice. Dirt is our enemy. Let's get a rag. I don't know if you can see because that fender is probably in the way. That is plenty good. Alright, let's get our castle nuts. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Some type of nut joke. Ducks are hiding under this trailer. Quacking. There's one. One's good for now. Alright, let's see how this wants to go on. Yeah, buddy. A lot better than it came apart. Beautiful. Love it. Yep. Should grab my hammer and my screwdrivers. Possibly a socket. Let's open this little kit up and see what we need. Here's our bearing. There's one seal. And a race. Wow. Okay, this is enough to do one side. Holy cow, I'm going to have to go back and get another one. Why'd they only give us one race? Oh, okay. Well, we have new races. Let's change them. I did not realize that came in the kit, and we're going to need 2 of them. It's going to get to be an expensive repair. Glad we're only doing one side on camera. That was $55. So races are easy to get out. Just going to lock that in the vise. And probably we can use a screwdriver. We'll see how cranky they are. If not, we'll use a punch. And punch it is. Not in that drawer. So out of here. Use this guy. So I'm just going to tap on that. This little chisel. She coming? Neighbor Steve. I think it is moving. Should have something a little longer. I don't know where they'd be. Try this punch. Yeah, that doesn't catch very well. Tried the extremely bent chisel. All right, stage 2. We're gonna whack it with a bigger hammer. When in doubt, whack it out. And we may as well grab the new races. That'd be the inner one that I'm working on now. Yeah, it don't matter. Should all be identical. they get really grouchy, I've had to cut them out, but not very often. Set those there. It is moving. Does have a crack in the hub. I do not like that. Let's check this other guy out. I do not like that one. Goes up there. That one I don't see a crack in. Let's clean him up. Get some grease globs out of him. And we may need to add a hub to the list now. Did there for a second. Alright, just starting the second one. Same as the first. Alright, same socket. Tap that guy down in there. Guess I'm a little more than tapping, I'm hitting. And a little more. There, you can hear the pitch actually change when she bottoms out. We are good. Beautiful condition. All right, let's go put this guy back together. Might need him. And we're gonna have to get one more kit and a hub assembly, or a hub, not a hub assembly. Assembly's already together. All right, so new bearings, just sit down in there like that. They are beautiful, they feel perfect, all is well. See, that's the front, that's the back. We have this little seal to put in. He sits all the way against the race. I guess we need to put the bearing in first. Duh. That was dumb. Yeah, I can fill volumes of books on things I do that are dumb. Hope I can get that out of there. By the way, the old ones came out. The new ones should pop right out of there too. Got distracted, folks. That's my excuse. We'll very carefully and gingerly bring him out. There we go. Right in that little parts bucket. Perfect. Rinse and repeat. Try that again. Okay. Clean my left hand off there a little bit since I'm right-handed. Actually, I could do it right in the jar. Wow, they don't give you a full tub, do they? Cheap buggers. Go. Yeah, I'm going to use my palm anyway. Dab out. Gonna give that a soft coat. It's fresh grease. Turn the bearing facing away from you. You're just going to wipe it in. That's how I was taught to do it. Maybe you have a different technique, but this is how I do it. Okay. Do the same thing on the front. You see how it fills that cage in. That's what we're going for. And that bearing is packed. Now, let me put this guy in. Make sure it goes that way. There, that makes a little more sense. And I'm going to use just a little bit of grease to lube that seal up. It's beautiful. Pack this guy up. Need just a little more grease. And rinse and repeat. Gonna give that just a little coat right there. Bearing can set in there. Perfect. More grease on my rag. That, I don't want that sitting in the sun since it has a battery in it. This guy, that's it. Should have all my tools. There's my castle nut. Put that there. Go. All right. Take our castle nut and put them on. You want this snug, not tight. I'll show you how I do that. It's all feel. Years of practice. So a lot of times what I'll do is tighten it down like that. Feel for looseness, which there is no play in that anymore. That's like brand spanking new. And I like it right there. You have to come out to where you can put your cotter key in one of these notches. Drop that down in. That's beautiful. There's a little bit of grease left in there. What I'm going to do is pound him up. That way that nut cannot come back off. Another reason to have dikes is we're going to cut the excess of that cotter key off. Put that on the tray. It feels perfect. Get a little grease off our hands. And we're going to put the bearing buddy on here. As we have them, they're the right size. We're going to use them. At least there's 2 in this kit. Probably pre-packed with grease. Nope, that's okay. Alright, that should go. Is that the wrong size? Okay, I just measured that to be the right size to fit in that hub. What the heck? Of course, I don't have the broken hub here to double check. Yeah, I gotta go to Napa anyway. I might just get a set of dust covers for it. Might not be a horrible idea. Here's the broken hub. We'll get it out in the light and I'll show you this crack. You can see right there, it's got a hairline crack and I'm just afraid that's going to break under a load. Those jet skis are not light, especially if they're filled with water or something. No! They're not the right size. Okay, well, fair enough. They'll take them back. They will take them back and I'll just do dust covers. Alright guys and gals, let me pull you off my head here. Set this one on it. Then I'll pull you off my head. That's the size I want. It should go on just like that. Alright, only straight. Alright guys and gals, that's how not to do wheel bearings on a trailer. Cars are about the same. Old front wheel or old two-wheel drive, rear wheel drive cars have bearings very similar to that. So alright guys, till next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.